Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Denise and I am the owner of The Untamed Thread, which is an online resale business. I sell clothing, shoes, and handbags for women and men. If you are interested in seeing anything that I have available in my stores, I do sell on Shopify, Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And I will leave all the links in the description below so you can check out what I might have in store. If you use code YouTube30 at checkout in my Shopify store, you do get 30% off, and I offer free shipping for orders $45 or more, or flat rate shipping of $5.99. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for finding me, and if you are returning, thank you for continuing to support my channel. Every little like, share, comment, everything really helps me out. Today's video is going to be a what sold, and this is from a bins haul that I did back in February. So if you are interested in seeing what I sold and whether I made a profit in 90 days, stick around. All right, so this is another 90-day update. I feel like I've been doing these kind of fast and furious, probably because I had several hauls in January and February and some other unboxings. So these will kind of be a regular video for a while, although, spoiler alert, I did go to the bins yesterday, so I should have a bins haul posted next week. And spoiler alert for that as well, our bins prices went up. So I'll talk about that in that video, but for now, we can focus on this bins haul. So I want to do an overview. I've been doing these to show whether or not what I'm sourcing at the bins I am making a profit on in 90 days. And again, this is a great validation for me that I'm either picking up the right things or not, and it helps me just to kind of think about when I source, what I stop picking up, what I might look for in the future, and those kinds of things. And hopefully this also helps you in your business. If you source at the bin or source at thrift stores, these might be things that you are looking for that can sell quickly. Not that all of these things won't sell, but in 90 days, we're looking for those quick flips, right? So let's see how this one went. All right, so this video I posted back on February 13th. So if you want to go back and watch that entire video, you are more than welcome. I can link that in the description below. And as just a general recap, my total cost for that bins haul was $51.45. I got 49 pieces total, and my cost of goods was $1.05. So a really good cost of goods for this haul. And I will just go through quickly. I have sold 14 pieces of those 49. So I have 32 that are still not sold, but I also ended up with 3 that I had to donate. So once I kind of went through processing and looking to list, I found 3 that had flaws on that either I could not get out or do anything with. So I ended up donating those. So I'll get into my profit for a minute. So it doesn't seem like I sold a whole lot in 90 days, but I will show you what I sold. I will place it up here, and just so you can see a screenshot of what it was. I'm not going to go through everything of what didn't sell because this would be a really long video, but I will give you just kind of a recap of what's still listed. And just so you know, I do source for all seasons. So if I find something good at the bins and it's the summer and I found a wool coat, if it's going to be a good brand or I think it's going to sell for, you know, more than $20 or $25, I'll definitely pick it up. So some of these things I do pick up may be affected by seasonality in terms of selling in 90 days, or there just might be some other reason it's still sitting there. One being if I pick up a lot of menswear too, menswear doesn't sell as quickly sometimes, so I end up holding on to those, but we'll get into that in a minute. All right, so let me do just a quick sort here so I can, I'm going to go through what sold for the least amount of profit and then what sold for the highest amount of profit. Okay, so the first thing I have is this Athleta Conscious Luxe Lace Overlay Sports Bra in a size extra large. I sold this on Poshmark for $12 and my profit was $8.05. Again, Athleta seems to be selling for me, so I keep picking it up. This was, you know, not a real great piece or anything, or, you know, high-end piece, but mostly picked it up for the size. The second was this new with tags and Taylor Factory curvy 10-inch seam chambray shorts in a size 8. I would have liked to get a little bit more for these, but again, looking for those quick flips. Someone made me an offer on Poshmark for $15, so I took it, and my profit was $10.95 after fees. The next was this North Face hybrid activewear board shorts. These were in a size 2. Again, I wanted to get a little bit more for these, but once again, someone made me an offer for $15. I probably wouldn't have gotten much more for that, so I'm not going to hold out and hold on to it for a couple more dollars. But my profit there again on Poshmark was $10.95. The next was this J. Crew striped embroidered popover boho top. This was in a size 6, and I sold this on Poshmark for $18, and my total profit on that was $13.35. Next was this J. Crew full zip fleece vest in a boy's large. So this sold on Poshmark for $19, and my total profit on that was $14.15. So not bad for a kid's piece. I don't pick up a whole lot of kids' pieces, only if they're what I think is a substantial piece, or maybe sell for about this amount or a little bit higher. So that one did pretty well. Next was this Talbot's full button closure denim jacket in a size 18. Would have liked to get a little more for this, but again, someone made me an offer for $19, and I profited $14.18. So I think the boys' vest, I must have paid, maybe I paid some in shipping or something like that, because the numbers are a little bit different there in terms of just a 20%. But anyway. All right, next was this Young LA satin mesh lined activewear shorts in a size medium. These were kind of a new brand to me, but I looked them up and they seemed to do pretty well. So for shorts, I sold these on Poshmark for $20, and my profit was $14.95. Next was this Terzo Millennio made in Italy 100% linen ruffle shoulder top. And I saw some other reseller pick up this brand, and I found it. I don't know that I've ever seen it before, so I ended up picking it up. Actually sold this for $27.99 on eBay. And once again on eBay, I charge $6.99 for shipping as a flat rate shipping fee. And so then, so that reflects that in the sold price. And then once I take out what it actually cost me to ship and then any other fees, my total profit on that top was $18.58. Next was this Liverpool Los Angeles camouflage full zip bomber jacket in a size large. I sold this on eBay for $29.99, and after shipping and fees, I made $17.39. Oh, I should have filtered by profit. That one was a little bit off. I should have had the one before the other, but hold on, let me do this. Sorry, I sorted by sold price instead of profit. So let me just redo that. Okay, so that reset it. All right. Next we have new with tags Vince Camuto textured V-neck sleeveless blouse in a size 1X. This sold for $31.99 on eBay. I was shocked that it sold for that much, but hey, I'll take it. And my total profit after all the fees and the shipping was $21.69. Next was this Eloquii textured tie waist blazer in a size 18. I thought this was really adorable. This sold on Poshmark for $32, and my profit there was $22.23. Next was this newest tags Chicwish Anthropologie Spring Scenery Floral Jacquard pleated skirt in a size 2XL. This one's going to be on a journey for the second time, so it probably shouldn't be on here anymore, but I literally just got a request for a return, so I can tell you what I kind of made, but it's coming back. And this is the second time it's going to be returned. So this is the second time it's sold on eBay. Not the same person. Both said it didn't fit. I did kind of notice that when I did the measurements, it's probably not quite a 2XL. The waist has like no stretch to it at all. So that's probably the issue. So when I get it back, I may have to make another note about listing or maybe sizing it as a 1X. And just explaining that this seems to fit small. So initially sold it for the second time on eBay for $36.99. My profit was $25.19, but I literally got a request for a return yesterday on this. So, and I automatically accept return requests on eBay. It's just easier that way. So I don't mind. I'm just going to have to do a little more work to relist that. So you can kind of scratch that off the list. I'm going to put a 0 there in profit so I can redo my numbers a bit maybe. All right, the next is Everlane 100% linen striped short sleeve button down shirt. This I sold on eBay for $36.99 and my profit was $25.84. And then the last thing I sold from this haul was this Thread and Supply plaid cropped soft teddy jacket. Again, I don't typically pick up Thread and Supply, but I thought this was a really cool piece. I sold this on Poshmark for $35 and my total profit was $26.95. All right, so those are everything that's sold. And if I just look through a bit, if I can recall kind of my haul, I had some Spanx in here that haven't sold. I had a brand called Bucket List, and it was a really cute blouse, cap sleeve blouse, and I found 2 of them in a size large, and I literally just sold a Bucket List piece right before I went to the bins that time, so I ended up picking this up thinking it would sell quick. Still sitting there. Rebecca Taylor, it was 100% silk, but that might take a while to sell. Not really a sought out brand. I actually had, this was my haul too, with several gowns. So I had a couple of kind of formal dresses, which I don't typically pick up, but I ended up picking those up because they're at the bins, and when you can get them for $1.05, eventually when they sell, hopefully they make a good profit, but they sit for a while. The things that I had to donate were an Athleta dress that had stains on it. The Calvin Klein pants also had stains I tried to wash out, but it did not wash out. And then an Eddie Bauer shirt that, I think a flannel shirt that I think I found a little hole in. So anyway, I don't always check everything really great over at the bins, but I'm going to have to now because their prices went up. Anyway, okay, so my total profit, let me just redo this again, for this haul was $219.26. So once again, I paid $51.45. So I've quadrupled my money, almost quadrupled my money in 90 days. So again, that is great for me. And what I like to see, quick flips. And also my average profit on these pieces were, let me just redo that again, $15.66. So had I kept that skirt in there, it was a little bit higher. But my average profit, I'd like to see my average profit actually a little bit higher than that, but that's what came out there. And then my potential profit, if I consider I'm not going to sell about 15% of these pieces, is just under $400. I'd have to rework all the numbers once I take the profit out of that skirt. When I had the profit in there, it was $401.58, so it's probably just a little under $400. So still a great potential profit to come for this haul. And then let me know in the comments kind of what was your favorite piece that I sold, what were you surprised about? Also, do you source at the bins, and do you keep track of what you sell in a certain amount of time? I'd love to hear it. I've never done this before. I've only done it because of starting a YouTube channel and thought this might be of some help to all of you who source. And if you have the bins in your area, or if not, do you keep track of what you sell from the thrift stores after a certain amount of time? So whatever you're sourcing. So anyway, I think my next video is going to be the video of my bins haul yesterday, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much again for watching. If this is content that you enjoy, please consider giving this a thumbs up on your way out, and then also consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.